Okay, it is Wednesday. It is 10:30. I am awake. It's weird not having to be somewhere, right? Doing everything from your home. Anyway, I'm in the studio today. Last week, we went over push-up on the Wunda Chair with your feet on the pedal, walking out, how to build that, and making that kind of a challenge point. That one always for me leads into handstand here for my clients and for my students that are coming through. It's a bit of a fear factor thing for them, and for me as well, because that's something I work on. Is I love handstands, and that's kind of my challenge point for many things. So to me, not only is this a good place to kind of figure out a few things for your client or for yourself or for whoever, but it's also one of those that, oh my God, let's try to build this and see where we can go. So there's a couple of things in terms of what you want to make sure, concepts that your students or clients have, and that is, the trust in their arms. When you get to the ladder barrel, when you get to doing handstands on the floor, things like that, you want to make sure that they know my arms can do this. My arms are not noodles and I'm not going to collapse. So you want them to build that trust in their arms. You also want to be able to see that they actually know how to push that floor away, because this chair is not going to let them bring that pedal up if they don't push the chair away. Don't push the chair away. Push the floor away. It's just not going to happen. They're just going to kind of leap it up. So you're kind of showing that they can do that. You want to make sure that on the mat, they can do a push-up, obviously. If they can't do it there, they're not going to do it here. It's just too risky with the pedal. On the reformer, you've got the long stretch to, again, be in that position, hold that position, have the legs really engaging, have those arms working and maintaining, so that you can see that that is a concept or a tool that they've got in their box, as well as upstretch and elephant for that center lift, because that's really going to be important here on the chair. So with those in mind, you can kind of take it, and taking my slippers off, 2 seconds, and build it for them. Maybe just finding the position, kind of like when we did snake. And if you missed snake, just go through the IGTV, it's in there. It's the same thing. We can kind of build it, see where they go. One of the teachers I work with, we've actually been doing virtual lessons since before the virus hit. So this is something we work on for her, is just getting in the position, as in snake. So it's kind of the same thing. So let me just turn this a bit so you guys can see. Okay, so I have the Gratz. It's got just 2 bottom springs for me. You might want heavier. I know for some of my taller clients, we go to the middle. So usually what I see is whatever spring setting they are on for the push-up, where their hands are on the floor, feet are here, is going to be pretty much here. So I'm going to tuck my shirt in just so I don't flash anybody. So let's just talk about getting that position, because most people are going to want their hands more forward, and the minute your feet are up, you are actually in the handstand position. So that's kind of a fear factor for people, is the minute they're there, and then from there, they're going to have to kind of push the pedal down, and there's that upstretch and that elephant, right? So they're pulling that pedal. It's that same pull of your elephant and upstretch. And then they've got to shift that weight back into their arms and control that pedal up. So with the heavier pedal, you're kind of struggling in terms of it wants to just knock you off. And it's kind of this guiding it back down, pulling in. So you've got 2 kind of things working you in each direction. So to set you up, you can have them just find the position for them. So have them just like the push-up at the front, and we'll kind of go through it. I'll try to talk upside down. I don't know how that's going to go with my brain being the way it is with all this, but we'll just see how it goes. So you're going to roll down and find the floor. Now, for most people, the minute they go, oh wait, they're going to want to walk out, and that is fine. So let them walk it out. It's okay.
and then just bring it into your push-up. Now I know I'm a little bit out, so I'm gonna kind of walk myself in. Now from here, you can just have them hold it. Or let's take that elephant and pull the pedal down. So I kind of shifted my weight back in order for that to happen. So now I'm gonna have to trust my arms, shift my weight into my handstand to lift that pedal back up. And then again, pulling down. There's your elephant. It's that same pulling of the carriage. And then I'm gonna have to push the pedal, keep in control as I push the hands away. And we'll just try one more. Pull it down, there's your elephant. It's getting hard. And then push the floor away. I'm continuing to look towards my feet the whole time. So if you think about it, head rush. That is your elephant, your upstretch. All in that downward motion of taking those legs, being in that position and pulling that pedal and pulling it in. And then it's that push-up, that's that handstand of pushing that floor away. So I know when I talk to people, and we're doing, I'll move you here, when we're talking through the mat, and I say the most important thing for me is not how low you go, but that you can push that floor away, because that's really needed in that one there. But if that's really scary, bringing their arms in, and I'm not sure if mine were perfect, but for me, I felt safe and I felt okay. It's okay. But maybe just how far in can you walk? I taught a class, a pro class for some teachers this week, and we did this on the Wunda Chair. And it was basically, can you move your arms a little closer? I didn't tell them where to go, just can you? And just see. And if they get where you want them to be, great. If not, it's okay. So that's a little bit on the Wunda Chair push-up and into the handstand. So I like to make sure my clients feel safe with this. They've got it. They've got the concepts before I ever introduce any of it on the ladder barrel, just because they really have to believe that they can engage those arms. And that's the most important thing when you get to the ladder barrel. And once we get back to normal, I'll go through that one, but I need another person, so I can't do it by myself. I mean, yeah, it's just not a good idea. But anyway, that is, hi Joel, that is the push-up into the handstand. So if you didn't see the push-up, look at it from last week, and I just make sure they can do that, and then we come into this. And I always have this as a ending, as a challenge point for them, and I always say in the beginning when we start working, all right, today, this is kind of where we're aiming to go, as long as I know that they're okay to go there that day, not too tight. Another thing, if they're tight, that might be an issue. But anyway, enjoy your Wednesday, and if I don't see you in a virtual class or a private, make sure you get your Pilates in. So Joel, if you haven't done your 100, go to your 100. I know you're going to. Maybe post it, tag me. I want to see that you did it, or just DM. Anyway, okay, bye. Y'all have a good day. Bye.